Hello, I'm Lily, and today we're going to be working on two more citrus bonsai. These are the other two navel bonsai that I have, or navel orange bonsai that I have. Now, the two I'm going to be working on today, they're a little bit scraggly. They've had some spider mites in the past. So I had treated them. I took a little bit of dish soap, rubbing alcohol, and some water. I spritz the whole plant down good. I take a brush and I scrub on both sides of every leaf, every little pricker, every crook and crevice, every bit of surface area. And then I sprayed out all the soil, and then after it dried a bit, I rinsed it all out with water good. And it seems like I killed off all the spider mites. However, these two plants didn't get anywhere near the amount of offshoots and growth as the first navel orange we did. So in this video, we're just cleaning up a little bit. So I used to have this arch tied, and I'm going to retie that, and this side over here I'm going to tie down and give a nice little double arch. This was basically the original plan. However, my apex got away from me. I didn't want to cut too much after the spider mite damage, so I just kind of let this grow. And so now I got this back shoot that's coming out the back of the plant, and it's also kind of pulling my apex back away further. So what I'm going to do, I was thinking about clipping it, but I think I'm actually going to bend this down too. It will help pull this back a little because the apex is leaning towards us, and it should help balance the plant out. So that's the plan for this first guy. So I'm going to cut off a little bit of string and start tying. We're going to start off with this one over here. Turn it this way so maybe we could see a little better. And this side has already been tied down, so I'm not too worried about going too tight or bending or snapping it or anything like that. Pull it nice and tight. And then a few little quick square knots. And then I just clip off my extra tag ends. So now we'll come around and we'll do the other side. Grab another length of string. And I'm just using some hemp. It's a bit softer than normal hemp cordage. I normally would like to use a little bit softer of a string, but it's all I have right now. Oh, let me remove my decorations. I probably should have started with that. It makes it a little easier, less stuff in the way. Okay, here we go. Tie this side down. Now this side hasn't been bent before, so I'm going to go little easy on it. I don't want to force it too hard too much at once, and then it's gonna slowly pull. It feels pretty good about there. Gonna do a square knot to keep it, and then one more just to hold it all in. There we go. Cut off my extra tag ends, and now we're getting a nice little double arch. So we're gonna, this guy back here, it's just, I am going to tie it back. Oh, wait a minute. That's my front. This is the back one. I am going to tie it back. I might end up clipping it in the future. I'm not totally sure where I'm going to go with this guy. After the spider mite damage, I kind of lost my original plan on both the two I'm doing today. So we're kind of just letting them go where they feel comfortable with. And hopefully next year we'll get a lot of offshoots and maybe have some more options as to what we can clip. Alright, so get this bending down, and this one's never been bent, so again I want to go careful on it. Don't go too hard. It's actually taking the bend pretty good though. Okay, and then I'll just get my square knots and one more to cinch it all. There we go. Cut my tag ends off. Okay, now I just want to explain. When I tie these, this is all loose. This is all very loose. I'm not going to have it very tight because I do not want to get marks in my bark or in my trunk. And also, I'm not going to leave these on there next spring in the growing season. I do not want the trunk to need space to grow and the string to dig in. So I'm just going to give it a good spin. I got to clean up my soil a little bit. I had some soil erosion issues. And put my decorations back in. Got a little bit of extra soil over here. I'm just going to Just scoop in there. Help level it out a little. My table's a little wonky and unsturdy. It's wobbling on me. Okay, so this is important here, not to pack it down too tight. You would like it to be able to still drain good. This soil does have some rock mix in the stuff below. I'm just topping it off with some regular potting soil. I'm going to put my decorations back in. I got these little rocks to hold it up in place behind it. Okay, and this guy is done for now. Don't want to do any trimming. I'll wait till next spring when it starts its next growth spurt. And one last look at this guy, and we will take it down and start the next one. Okay. Now this one has had spider mites as well. I lost kind of control of the original plan. Wasn't even to be this high, this tall in the first place. But again, I didn't want to do too much trimming after it survived the spider mites. It's got a bunch of new growth. I just did a little pinch to kind of stop that growth and put the vigor back into it. But it's also getting late in the year. So this guy, if we back up a little and we can see, I'm going to just tie this loop back down. This was tied off before. And I think that's pretty much all I'm really going to do with this guy. I just want to get this arch to set in tight over the course of the winter. So when I untie it in the spring, it will hopefully keep most of that arc. So we're just going to tie this guy. And then after this, I have a little channel news, and I think that will be about it. So we just get a nice little square knot. And this part, when we're pulling tight, if you come in close, as I'm pulling tight, I try not to have this part touch the tree because it can wear at the bark. So every time I'm pulling it tighter, I pull it away. And I just do a square knot and one more just to cinch onto each other. And then cut away the tag end. Nice and simple and easy. Okay. And this guy, oh, I got an idea. I think this is what I'm going to do with this guy. Since it's already taller than my original plan, I'm going to arc this side down too. I think that will look nice and give it a little extra flow, and maybe I'll start taking control of it again because I kind of have no plan for this guy anymore. So let's get back on track with it. Okay, so what I like to do when I'm first bending a bigger one like this, because you really want to be careful you don't snap it, I'll take my finger and I'll just kind of see different areas where it will pull down nicely. So like back here is going to be way too close. I'm thinking somewhere around here, maybe here. I think right about here. So then I'll take my string and I'll just go right over that same spot where my finger was. And this is a bigger one and it's never been bent, so I'm going to be very careful here. Get it started, and then we'll try to pull it tight and see how it looks. And I just did a little no-no and I pulled it a bit tight onto the trunk, but it went smooth. I don't think we got any. No, we're still loose. Okay, before I clip that, I just want to double check that I'm happy with that arch. Okay, so now what it's going to want to naturally do, let me get these tag ends clipped off first before I start talking. What it's going to want to naturally do now is this part on the very tip. Oh, let me get this leaf out of here. Ah! I cut it too tight. I'll try that again. Oh, where's my string? I cut it the tag ends too close to my knot and it undid on me. I am so sorry. Waste some more time. Okay, I think this is about where we were. Yes. I got in a rush because I got some exciting channel news. I got some exciting channel news to do after this, and I kind of rushed myself. Let me get that tied properly, nice and tight, Lily. And then leave a little bit of space on my tag end so it don't undo. Okay. So what I was getting at was, I get this nice arch, and now what it will want to do naturally is these parts that come out past the string, they're not being held down by anything, they're going to want to arch back up for the sunlight, and I should get a nice little swoopy S shape. So I'll just give it a nice spin, let you get a good full 360 view. This is going to become our new apex, and instead of this being the front, I think this might be our new front. It leans towards us a little bit, but over the summer, over the winter, I'm going to have the grow light on this side, so hopefully the whole plant will kind of want to pull this way back towards the grow light, and I think it will look nice. So that's it for these two bonsai. I have a little bit of channel news. So we're going to do a lot of different variety of videos. There's going to be fishing and bonsai and RC cars and unboxing and just all the things I like to do for fun. So upcoming, I have a few unboxing videos that are going to be coming out. And shortly after that, there's going to be some more bonsai videos. And you really want to stay tuned for them. They're unconventional, really cool bonsai that I think some people are going to like. So if you watched it this far all the way through, thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. I'm Lily, and I really enjoy doing this. Thank you.